Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, Instagram at Movies TV Mad 555, and on TikTok at Movies TV Mad XXX. Shall we talk about Ronaldo for 5 minutes? Just relax, if you can relax when we're talking about this. What are Ronaldo's motivations to going to City or anywhere else? Brand Ronaldo isn't making the green, the Wonga, at Juventus, because Juventus are not what they were in the mid to late 90s. Winning the Serie A trophy isn't enough for brand Ronaldo, and he's now desperate to get one more big move before he retires. He's 36 years old. This is last chance saloon. So he goes to Jorge Mendes. Oi, Jorge, come on, mate. I don't care who it is. Go and find me one more big club. Now, I suspect that Manchester United was their first port of call. And maybe Cristiano said, try Manchester United. But if they say no, anywhere will do, even City. I think United got first refusal and they said no. There's a steep 28 to 30 million euro transfer fee. They're not having none of that, and obviously his wages are astronomical. The same problem that Lionel Messi had finding another club is exactly the same problem that Ronaldo has. It's his money and his wages. Clearly United weren't willing to pay this. There's only two clubs who can do this. That's Manchester City and PSG. PSG have already said they can't have both of them at PSG. They can't afford them both, even PSG. So that goes to tell you how kind of expensive these guys are. And so obviously Jorge Mendes right now is negotiating with Manchester City, but there's been no official bid from City to Juventus, which is very, very interesting. There's something very, very suspicious about this whole thing. How did I feel when I found out about this, that Ronaldo potentially, probably, is going to Manchester City? It broke my heart, like it broke every single Manchester United fan's heart, because we thought Ronaldo had more integrity than this. But no one's got integrity in this situation. For him, he needs to be what he deems as a bigger club, a Champions League club, so his brand can make more money. It is about brand Ronaldo, like it was always about brand Beckham. What better place was there to be for brand Beckham than at Real Madrid? And, you know, Beckham did quite well there. I don't think Beckham did as well as everybody thinks he does. In trophy hall terms, he did well, but a lot of the times Beckham didn't even start at Real Madrid. Ronaldo's career was blockbuster at Real Madrid. Ronaldo is one of the greatest players who's ever lived since the game's begun. I'm not going to call him the best. I'm not going to call him better than Messi, because I haven't even decided for myself how he ranks. I'm not even going to call him Manchester United's best ever player, because I'm biased towards Cantona. And I know there's many arguments that can expose me saying Cantona, I feel, is the best player ever to play at United, and that's because what he meant to the club, what he achieved for the club. It's like Peter Schmeichel, who went to City. I didn't have much hate for him, because Peter Schmeichel fought wars between the sticks for us. Without Schmeichel, Fergie and ourselves wouldn't have won the trophies we did. He was the Rocky Balboa of fucking goalkeepers. He had guts. So I respect Peter. He is our best goalkeeper. He is the best goalkeeper I've ever seen. And that's my truth and my fact. So I am as broken-hearted as you are. But if it does come around that it's true that he was offered to Manchester United first, and apparently he has been offered to Manchester United, and clearly United said no because of the financial element. But there's another reason for United to say no. Ronaldo being at United would put Ole Gunnar Solskjaer under great pressure, because Ronaldo is near his retirement age and he could be a potential great player and manager for Manchester United. We saw him in that Euro final that time when Portugal won it. He had to come off with an injury and he was willing his team on. They won because of his will and his passion, even with him being behind the white line. And so that tells you something. So I've always kind of assumed that Ronaldo would be a great future Manchester United manager. So Solskjaer probably doesn't really want Cristiano there. So I don't think it's Cristiano's fault that he's not going to Manchester United. One thing I'm sure about, I don't think Cristiano has said, listen, I want to go to City, not Manchester United. I don't think that's the case at all, and that's what sources are telling me. Basically, he was offered to Manchester United. They said no, so any big move will do now. Any big Champions League club will do. United have said no, so Ronaldo's probably thinking, well, that's your problem. You had the opportunity and you blew it. Remember Copland, Robert De Niro, Sylvester Stallone? I was mimicking that. But he hasn't thought about the fans. There'll be fans today and yesterday and the day before ripping off their Cristiano Ronaldo posters, burning their t-shirts with his name at the back, and they'll be thinking his name is mud right now. I will always respect Cristiano Ronaldo. Without Manchester United and Sir Alex Ferguson, Cristiano would be nothing. We chipped away his rough edges. We made him the player he is today. I'm not saying he wouldn't have become that, but I remember him coming and how raw he was and how his end product was terrible. He was just like Roadrunner. He had no end product, you know. And we've seen a lot of fast players who can run with the ball but not have any end product. And Fergie and his coaching staff and assistants at the time really chipped away those rough edges and made him a player. I think Cristiano was amazing, very professional at the club. I think his last season, because basically Ferguson, you know, emotionally blackmailed him to stay one more year. Ronaldo just wanted to go to Real Madrid, but he kept his promise and he stayed. But by the time we got to that Champions League final, his heart wasn't in it. So that was a kind of betrayal, but I'll let him off because he gave us so much great service, so many great performances, so many great goals. So people are talking about, can we forgive Cristiano Ronaldo if he goes to Manchester City? I never meant this to be an angry video. You can go and see a lot of angry videos out there. And it's true, he hasn't put us, the fans. I would appeal to him right now not to do this. I don't think his legacy will be damaged. There's Manchester United's TV who did a great video saying that they feel that his legacy will be damaged. I don't think it will, but let me be clear about this. Temporarily, maybe. Because it's not just Manchester United fans who will disrespect him for this. Even you City fans, every time you see him, you will see him in your top, but you will see the man in that red top. You will see a Manchester United player. Liverpool fans will be mocking us and bantering us about this, but deep down they'll say this is a low act, this is bad. You know, go anywhere else but City. Here's the problem Cristiano has. There's no other club. It's Juventus or City. Nobody else can afford him. Nobody else wants him. Nobody else can afford to have him but City and PSG. And it looks like PSG is a no. Now, Romano has been saying for the past day or so that Mendes and City are in wages negotiations. They're waiting to seal those wages negotiations up. And then they'll make a bid to Juventus because Juventus want their 28 to 30 million. That's another problematic situation. With the situation, because Juventus don't actually want him to go, but Juventus have honoured him and respected him by not playing him so he doesn't get injured. And so respect to Juventus for respecting the player's wishes there. But here's the problem. City are not willing to pay the wages that he's getting at Juventus. Now it looks like Ronaldo and his camp are willing to put them down a bit so they can play for a Champions League club, a club in the Premier League. Ronaldo wants to come back to the Premier League. Listen, there's no question Ronaldo is still a world-class player. He's not what he was. He's lost a bit of pace, but he can score you probably in the Premier League as well, where defences are not as good as in Italy, probably around 20 goals a season, maybe more. Right, he'll probably play a more forward position, more an out-and-out striker, or maybe a slightly withdrawn. But I think United need a forward. I think United need goals. I think United have got a problem there as well with goals. I know he scores 4 or 5 in the opening game of the season, but I think we could struggle. Ronaldo's a leader. Ronaldo is a Manchester United icon. If you get the opportunity to bring him back, you take it. He retires at the club, he can become a coach, right? He can one day become our manager. It will be a great story. So this is not Cristiano Ronaldo's fault. He wants one more big move. You can't blame him for that. And City's the only option. Now you would say stay at Juventus. Why can't you stay at Juventus? Why break our hearts like this? And it is heartbreaking. But ultimately the lad wants one more big move. And that's where we are with that. I'm not sure if this is going to happen. I still have my doubts. But it looks like there's a determination from all parties to make this happen. If and when this is announced, I will be absolutely devastated. I'm holding out hope at a final minute bid from Manchester United so we can get him. But this is Manchester United, and Manchester United don't really make fans' dreams come true anymore. I think they should have bought him and they should have done everything to buy him. and people will say, well, he's old, blah, blah, blah. He's still got a lot to contribute, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and the owners could have made so much money from bringing him in. So I don't see what the problem is here, apart from my theory that Solskjaer doesn't want a legend like Ronaldo at the club. He's got enough problems with Bruno Fernandes overshadowing him at the club. So he doesn't want a threat to his managerial position. So I can understand why Solskjaer doesn't want him. But for me, it was, you know, I know we need a central defensive midfielder and we should have got one in. But I think Ronaldo, you know, he brings so much more than just this world-class player. Ronaldo is a legend, an icon, and they should have brought him back. If you want to keep the fans off your back, this would have been a perfect way of doing it. We will see how this is developed, but when this is announced, I will be as heartbroken as anybody else. But I don't totally blame Ronaldo for this. He wants his move, there's no other options. He's going to take it. He's going to take it for brand Ronaldo. And when this is announced, it's going to be a cold day in hell and very depressing. Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I'll see you again in the next video.